Baseball at its best. We'll see the Chicago White Sox as they play against the Kansas City Royals. It's the MLB on 2K Sports.
Kauffman Stadium. This is the home of the Royals, the site for our game today. A look at Mark Burley. He'll be doing his best to get a W on the mound tonight. Hi again, everybody. Gary Thorne, Steve Phillips, John Kruk, middle of May, 2K Sports MLB. Starting pitcher for our ball game, Brian Bannister. And as he looks at this White Sox lineup, what are they going to see from him today?
Well, you watch Brian Bannister out on the mound, you're going to recognize nothing's overpowering with his stuff. He really needs to command and move the ball around and work his sequence of pitches.
Presented by Pepsi, we'll show you the lineup Ozzie Guillen's got going. John, who do we keep an eye on?
Well, it's so rare for a guy that has some power in his bat like Alexi Ramirez has, but he doesn't strike out a lot. That shows he has great plate discipline, and he also, when he gets a chance, he puts the ball in play. So look for some excitement and some action.
And so Johnny Damon leads it off. White Sox winning last night. This is the third of the three-game series, so they could have the momentum right now against the Royals.
Well, I don't think anyone can complain about how this team's playing. Not the fans, not the front office. Sit back, watch, and enjoy.
Well hit towards the middle, and it gets through. Keep the streak going. Got a chance to check out the Royals defense. Here's what it looks like. Steve, keeping an eye on anyone?
Jason Kendall's always been known for his ability to call the game. His relationship with the pitching staff has been critical to his success and his team's success.
The pitch from Bannister. First pitch to him, a curveball, swung on and missed 0-1.
Well, not a whole lot you can do when a pitcher's locating that curveball down.
There's a swing and a drive, deep right field. It's back towards the wall, and he still puts it away. State Farm brings you the RBI leaders for the past 10 games.
Well, you're not going to find two better run producers over the last 10 games than these two guys in this game today. You talk about guys who are pulling their weight and help carrying their team to victory. These two guys are getting it done.
Now Paul Konerko batting with a runner on first.
Well, Paul Konerko just put the...
Here's a swing and a broken bat ground ball. There's more MLB this Thursday. We'll see the Cubs playing away from Chicago as they'll be taking on the Phillies in Philadelphia. Game time is 1 p.m. Eastern, 10 Pacific.
Okay, that's going to be a great matchup, and everybody's going to want to tune into that one. I'm looking forward to it.
Konerko's certainly one of those players you look at as far as your offense is concerned in combined categories of runs and RBIs. He gets on base, and he can bring base runners in.
Yeah, and that's the thing. He scores runs with not a lot of speed. He's not a great runner. When he first came up with the Dodgers thought they had a 40-homer, 120 RBI guy every year, but it took him a while to figure it out. But when he did, he became a really good, solid major league player.
He swings and nails a liner. A foul ball. Swung on, hit, and Quinton's got himself a base hit.
Now breaking down Carlos Quentin's season so far, let's see how he stacks up compared to everybody else. First in batting average with runners in scoring position. He's also a hit machine, leading the league in hits right now, swinging the bat well. Every time he puts it in play, he seems to find a hole.
Hit up the middle. And Damon comes in.
Now batting.
What more do you need to see? Now you have to question his confidence, giving up 3 straight hits. Not much going right out there at this point. Well, the pressure squarely on the young shoulders of Brian Bannister right here. Let's see if he's up for it.
Some hot water right here, Steve. Bases loaded, only one away.
Well, it's still early in the game, but everyone in the ballpark understands what an important at-bat this is in this situation. It could impact the rest of the game.
That one, a one-hopper off the wall. And they score him. And Quinton scores too. And he's in there. That makes 3. And he pulls into second base. Good enough for 3 RBI. Here's what that double has done. A look at our Pepsi WPA graph. just kind of lean in, Steve, and slap that thing the other way on that kind of pitch.
Well, you can't pull that pitch. If you do, it's going to be a ground ball to short. You want to punch it to right field. He's one of the best at doing it.
It's going to be Brzezinski. We've seen this club's offense, and I think we're going to see some more. They're running away with it, Steve.
Gary, it's still early in this game, but there's a chance this could get out of reach even before we get out of this inning.
Got a classic here, maybe one of these stop the bleeding scenarios going on.
Well, classic stop the bleeding, but not classic pitching so far. This offense taking advantage of the opportunities.
And it holds at 0-2. Lined up the middle, and there's another one. They really are stringing these hits out. Let's take a moment to check out the top batters around the league. Our leaderboard comes to you courtesy of State Farm.
All these guys have a similar trait, that ability to put the good part of the bat on the ball and make solid contact on a consistent basis. And they're willing to hit from line to line, not just being pull hitters.
And here's Martian. He had a season average 274 last year against the Royals in Kansas City. It falls in there, and Rios will score. And here's Brzezinski heading home. There's the throw. He scores. He beats him to the plate. And he'll stop at second base. That'll be a 2-run double.
Jason Nix.
Well, they need a big out right here, Gary. I mean, they're giving up some runs in this inning. They need to get outs right now, just again to show that they can get them.
It's going to be Nix now. So the direction here, Steve, for this lineup, just stay in charge. Right now they are.
Well, this offense handing a gift to the starting pitcher, scoring a bunch of runs early.
That one's drilled to short. And a good throw gets him 2 down.
Let's take a look where the Kansas City Royals rank right now in the American League. 6th in triples, 7th in stolen bases, and they ranked in the top 10 in ERA. Pitching a major reason why this team wins games. Pitching and defense the key, pitching particularly.
2 outs and a runner on second. First pitch on the way to Damon. Swung on, hit sharply to first. And he'll step on first to retire the side. Wow, they deal some serious damage. First inning really starting out with a bang. The White Sox on top 6-0. Mark Burley is going to be pitching. He's going to start for Chicago.
Number 6.
So, Steve, what's in store for these Kansas City hitters today?
Well, Mark Burley has made a living on working quickly. He tries to keep the hitters off balance, and he works at his own pace, which is quick. It keeps the defense in the game behind him, and he throws all of his pitches for strikes.
And Pierre ready for the first pitch. And the leadoff man of this ball game's on board. See if they get it started early. And we'll have a chance now to see how the Royals line up, presented by Pepsi. Scouting pick, John, who are we looking at today?
Well, Rick Ankiel's a special one. And how special? There's not many pitchers in the history of baseball that can come up to the big leagues as a pitcher and then turn themselves into an everyday position player outfielder and still produce. He has a great bat. You have to remember, he's still learning. Well, let's see if some of the things he's learning can do some damage today.
0-1. Burley kicks and delivers. Slide to right. And Jesus picks up the single. And now's a good time to take a brief look how the White Sox stack up defensively. And Steve, scouting anyone here?
Well, they're confident with Alex Rios out there. Just a solid all-around defender with a strong throwing arm. He's a quality defensive player.
Cutter misses badly. 1-0. He's hitting .333 lifetime off Mark Burley. Ready with a 1-0. 1-0 pitch. That's a cutter in there. 1-1.
When you can hit your spot with that kind of movement, down and into the hitter, you're way ahead of the game.
And he gathers this one. There's one. And they turn the double play.
Beautiful looking double play right there. Pitcher's best friend.
That shortens the inning, shortens the number of pitches that have to be thrown. It's all about defense. And here's Rick Ankiel. Man on third, 2 down. Lays off that one inside, ball 1. Pitch on the way. He makes contact, line drive. Gets another one down. That'll score a run.
He goes right with the pitch and slaps the ball into left field.
And if you try and pull that pitch, you're probably not even going to get the bat on it.
That's a ground ball to second base if he pulls that one.
2 outs and a man on first. A swing and a fly ball to left center field. Damon. And that's going to do it in this half inning. And heading to the dugout, Mark Burley. Some damage done against him in the first inning. He's got to find his control. And it'll be the White Sox. It's a nice day here, a little bit on the chilly side, but certainly not enough to detract from the game.
Alexi Ramirez.
And it's Alexei Ramirez now to lead it off. He's in the top echelon of hits right now. And Ramirez settles in. First pitch. Line fair down the line in right. And it's caught by DeJesus. That's 1 down.
Number 14.
And Paul Konerko to bat. Well, leading the league in home runs. The pitch from Bannister. That's it, foul by Konerko.
Gary, he can really swing the bat. Just a quality approach at the plate, day in and day out. That consistency is critical to their success.
Brian Bannister runs that count in his favor to 0-2.
Well, sometimes the pitcher's just better than the hitter, and on that particular pitch, he threw that breaking ball down the zone. He was better. So you just tip your hat to him and hope you can get him again.
You have to be able to use your fastball in the major leagues, and this guy clearly can use that fastball, throwing in the low 90s, a very effective pitch.
Hut shot towards the hole, and it gets through. Great swing today, now 2 hits. That's going to bring Gordon Beckham up.
Now breaking down Carlos Quentin's season so far, let's see how he stacks up compared to everybody else. First in doubles, first in batting average, and he's also the best at hitting in the clutch, leading at hitting with runners in scoring position. That ability to pick up the big run and come up with a big hit to drive in those runs.
A runner on first with 2 outs. Here's the first pitch. This one's pretty well hit to deep left center. This one towards Pierre. That one's grabbed, side retired. No runs on a hit, and they'll strand it. The White Sox 6, Kansas City 1. Avila's at the plate.
Well, if you weren't watching last night, you may not know he had 2 RBIs in that ballgame.
That one's wide as Burley misses.
Tried to backdoor that cut fastball, just trying to catch the outside corner. Couldn't quite get it.
Lost the grip to that changeup, and it's 2-0. Ground ball towards second. Beckham over to Konerko. That's one away.
Third baseman. Number 4.
And it's Alex Gordon now.
Gordon.
A tough season for the Kansas City Royals in 2009. Another losing season. And you look for reasons to hope. You look for reasons that maybe things can start to turn around. And they did have some individual performances to at least hang your hat on.
When we talk about Kansas City building blocks, Zach Greinke, of course, on the mound. Billy Butler, who they hope is going to be a solid middle of the lineup power hitter.
Well, that's the thing. They're young players, and this is what you have to build around. Anytime you can build around a guy who's an ace of a staff, the fact that Billy Butler is a guy that finally put up the numbers that everyone thought he was capable of in the number 3 spot gives them a middle-of-the-order guy to build the lineup around. Problem is they need a lot of help with the back end of the rotation, and they need a lot of help around Billy Butler in that lineup.
Well, John, you're right. I think that they need more offense. There's no question about it. It's just tough to compete in the American League with a lack of offense. The Giants can do it in the National League because of the great pitching and because of National League baseball, but with the Royals being in the American League, they're going to need a lot more than Zach Greinke and Billy Butler.
Cut fastball, swung on and missed. Side retired. So Mike Burley gets him 1-2-3. Nothing doing, second inning after giving up a run in the first. None other than Ozzie. That's Ozzie Guillen. Last inning, that pitching gave up nothing. That's what he wants to see. Now looking for the offense to try and expand the lead. And Alex Rios to lead off. And he's in the top 10 in the league in runs. And he starts Rios out up the middle. And that one is in there. His second hit today. And with this break in the action, let's take a look at the leaders in slugging, brought to you by State Farm.
Well, this is a list of hitters that strikes fear in the opposition pitching. They have to, because they know with one swing of the bat, they can change the score of the game.
That's going to bring up A.J. Pierzynski, one of the best batting averages in the league. No one out and a runner on first. Now the first pitch. Lined right at the second baseman. Over to second for one. And he's going to hang on to it. No relay, so they will not get the double play. The Central Division race is starting to take shape. Let's take a look at the State Farm standings board. First place, the White Sox. In second place, it's the Royals. Twins in the third spot. In the fourth spot, it's the Indians. And rounding out the list, the Tigers.
Not a lot of expectations in Chicago this year, but the White Sox surprising everybody, sitting atop of the American League Central right now and building that confidence level.
The pitch from Bannister. And he swings and hits this one foul. And here's the pitch. Lined hard down the left field line. That one headed into the corner. Going to try for at least a double. Fantastic chance here.
Well, that's 10 hits right now in this ball game for him, and you're going to have to wonder how much longer the manager's going to stick with this guy.
It's going to be Nix now. Just a .214 career batting average against the Royals. Hit sharply towards the hole. And bango, he slams into him. And he is out. Oh my, what a scene. The catcher blocking the plate and still made the play. Watch this replay. As a catcher, you know what's coming, but you also know you got to hang on.
Now, that's one of those ones that he's up right now, but he's going to be feeling this one tomorrow. But an excellent job of blocking the plate and getting the out.
Spotted by Kendall. Taps this one foul off to the left. Here's the 0-1, Bannister. There's a swing and a liner towards the gap in left field. And Pierre grabs that one, and the side's retired. No runs and a couple of hits and 2 left on. And coming up, we'll see the Royals. End of the order is going to try and kick it off offensively. And Kendall's in the box. He's our first batter, home half of the 3rd inning.
Jason Kendall.
Watches a fastball that's in there, 0-1. A 7 for 18 mark in his career against Mike Burley. Off-speed pitch is in there, and he falls behind, 0-2.
Look for the pitcher to try to expand the strike zone here. The hitter has to swing at anything close.
This one's grounded hard up the middle. And Ramirez fields the ball. So Kendall is retired. Here's what the White Sox schedule looks like. This is their final game with Kansas City. Following that, they'll be on the road to play the Tigers and one of the game's best hitters, Miguel Cabrera. And that's going to be a 2-game trip. After that, they'll be playing host to the Angels and the bat of Bobby Abreu. They'll also sit at the top of their division. And it's Juan Pierre now.
3 big hits in that game last night, and they'd love to get that contribution again today.
Burley with a delivery. Now here's a grounder towards the hole. And he steps on first. That's the 2nd out.
Right fielder, number 9.
And David DeJesus up.
Jesus.
First count on DeJesus. Here it comes. Cutter just misses. 1-0. Here's the 1-0 from Burley. Next pitch misses high for ball 2. And he comes back with a cutter for a called strike. 2-1.
When you can hit your spot with that kind of movement down and into the hitter, you're way ahead of the game.
That swung on and grounded up the middle. He'll throw one to first, and that'll do it for this half inning. Not a lot of action in this half inning, nothing on. The White Sox still ahead.
The 4th inning.
That's Trey Hillman you're looking at. And a bit of frustration at this point, not the game he'd hoped, at least now. And it's Alexei Ramirez now to lead it off. And at the plate, one of the tops in runs scored, top 5. This one beyond him. It's going to be extra bases all the way to the wall. Ramirez is headed for 3rd. The throw gets in there in time. He is safe at 3rd.
A lot of times when you think of a triple, you're thinking of runs batted in, 1 or possibly 2. But this time he's the only guy in base. But he's leading off this inning with that triple and a chance for a big inning.
Howard coming in now, and he'll be the new pitcher as they make the pitching swap.
Well, this wasn't the type of start the pitcher wanted, or the manager wanted, or his team wanted. Now they've got to see if the bullpen can do a little bit better.
And it's Paul Konerko now. He's the league leader in ribbies. That's it, foul by Konerko. Here's the delivery. Strike 2, no balls and 2 strikes. Konerko now will look to tighten up that zone.
Well, they're taking advantage of the opportunity so far in this game, just blowing them out here, and now getting more men on base again. So this offense has been relentless.
Base runner 90 feet away from Carlos Quentin, who's at the plate. Last year, 265 against the Royals. Swinging and a miss, and he falls behind on the count 0-1.
Well, his last game came so close to hitting for the cycle. Got the home run and the single and double, but unfortunately just couldn't come up with a triple.
So Quentin is retired, and Ramirez is home. Let's see what the Kansas City Royals have coming up. They wrap up the Chicago series today. After that, they meet up with Nick Markakis and the rest of the Baltimore Orioles, a team that will definitely give them a competitive series. That's Monday and Tuesday. Then they kick off a series with division rivals, the Indians, a team they beat in the previous series between the two. So quite a bit of time away from home for them over these next several games. And Beckham's in the box. And Steve, the offense continues to produce. They keep building on it.
Boy, after that quality at bat, I mean, this offense just...
There's a bullet towards third. And there's Gordon for the third out. They pick up a run. And it's Billy Butler to lead it off.
First baseman, number 16, Billy Butler.
First pitch is on the way to Butler. Starts him out with a slider for a strike. Burley with a delivery. And that's a strike. Billy Butler's going to have to be in a defensive mode in this at-bat. And Billy Butler is struck out. Big swing and a miss.
Okay, Cam registers this at 86 miles per hour. Some pretty good break.
Fantastic piece of pitching to get that out, John.
Well, that's the part of pitching you love. He's looking for a fastball. He's expecting a fastball, and then just drop one right off the table. What a pitch.
And here's Rick on Keel.
Well, Mark Burley again established.
Line towards second. Beckham. So that brings Alberto Callaspo to the plate. And for Mark Burley, he has turned into a real horse. This is a guy not only pitches well and often, but deep into games.
Well, he sure does. He's a godsend to the bullpen because every time he goes out there, you know he's going to give you 7, 8, possibly even 9 innings every start.
And it's through. That's a base hit. On Keel towards third base. And he's waved home. And on Keel comes in. Situations repeating themselves here. A chance to produce, and they are. Get to take a look at one here that probably should have ended at first base.
Well, he had the burners on, coming out of the batter's box and rounding first base. Great aggressiveness on his part. He didn't let up, and he gets in safely.
No indecision when he got to first base.
That's how you get in safely to second.
Tried to track that one down, but comes up empty. Good changeup. It's quickly 0-2. Fastball in there. Struck him out number 2.
Well, textbook way of pitching. 3 pitches, 3 strikes.
Outstanding command during that at-bat. Runner on second. RBI opportunity. Here's Alex Gordon. He's averaged 203. Hit up the middle. So they score once on 2 hits, 1 man left. A display of determination coming from the Royals. They've made a dent in that lead. And Alex Rios to lead off. 2 for 2 in the game.
Well, his 3 RBIs, a major part of why they're winning right now, Gary.
And he starts Rios out. Swung on, line to right field. Able to make the grab on that one, 1 out. Now the teams that have been finding their way on base. Our State Farm leaderboard on base percentage for the last 10. Number 1, the White Sox. The Red Sox second. Third, the Mariners. The Rays fourth. And we've got the Twins, who are number 5. It's going to be Przinsky.
Well, A.J. Przinsky put together a pretty solid season for the White Sox in 2009, hitting .300. He doesn't strike out a lot. He's a contact guy. You'd like to see maybe drive in a little more runs, only 49 RBIs. But I tell you what he does for the pitching staff is something that can't be ignored.
A.J. Przinsky swinging a shot to third. And it gets through. Not bad. 2 for 3 today. That brings up Mark Teahan. Boy, I don't know on that count, Steve. Number 1, the fact that he swung's kind of a surprise. I don't know how he hit that where it was.
You're right. On an 0-2 count, you have to protect the plate. Sometimes it's a defensive swing, but sometimes it works out.
First one to Teahan. Here's the pitch. Hot shot towards the hole. And it gets through. Finding a way to get on base today his 3rd time. Tremendous situation now for the White Sox.
Designated hitter.
Well, a guy that just continues to swing the bat well in this ball game. 3 hits right now so far, and it comes with 1 out in the inning. Can it start a rally?
It's going to be Nix now. Swings and misses at the fastball. 0-1.
Well, they cannot allow a base hit here, and certainly not an extra base hit.
Headed for the middle. That will bring up Johnny Damon.
Chicago White Sox.
Well, I think we're seeing some padding here, although in this game there's no such thing as insurance runs, really.
You got the pitcher on the rope. You have to take advantage of it while he's down.
First pitch on the way to Damon. That one swung on its line, and it's caught. That play made by Cayespo.
Stepping up to the plate for the Chicago White Sox.
And a shot here for Alexi Ramirez. 2 down. Top 5 AL in runs scored. The pitch, a smash to first, and that's a base hit. Ramirez on board with a single. And Pierzynski comes in. That's run number 2. Two-run single on that one.
White Sox. First baseman, number 14, Paul Konerko.
Well, that's hit number 15 in them for that one. And boy, you get 15 hits in a game. The matter is you can just sit back and relax and watch his team work.
And it's Paul Konerko now. Well, this offense is having one of those days. Wow, are they putting some swing? Hot shot. That's in there. Should score the runner.
Stepping up to the plate.
Well, 2 hits the last game, and you can see he was getting a little confidence as that game went on, and he's carrying it into this one with another good start.
First pitch to Quinton. There's a swing and a smash. And that'll retire the side. Caught by Anderson. A strike for 5 base hits in this inning and 3 runs up. White Sox continue to run away with this ball game. We'll be looking to the leadoff batter later on in this inning, another AB. Ozzie Guillen taking a look at you right there. And now his lineup is in overdrive. Exciting bit of run production. A good way to keep your manager happy. And the first pitch. And Burley gets it by. Called strike, and the count will go to 0-1.
Gary, I think he decided that was a pitch he needed to take as soon as it came out of his hand. Just can't handle that fastball up and away.
And that'll set down Anderson.
The Kansas City Royals. Catcher, number 18.
And Kendall's in the box. Grounded out last time. 1 out, nobody on. And Pierzynski calls for the pitch. Hit sharply towards the hole. And that gets down. Kendall's got a single. So Juan Pierre will come up.
A good piece of hitting right there with 1 out. Now let's see what they can do with him now that they've got a man on first.
1 down, runner at first. Burley with a delivery. Slider stays inside. 1 ball, no strikes. The 1-0 pitch. A shot up the middle, and he's up with it. That's 1 out, but he'll hang on to that, so they will get 1.
Well, we get the lead runner at second base, but I think they would have liked to have gotten 2 right there.
2 outs and a man on first. First count on DeJesus. Here it comes. 0-1. And Burley gets it by. Called strike, and the count will go to 0-1. Here's the pitch. Back up the middle. And it gets down. That's hit number 2, making good contact. This a great situation for some offense.
First baseman, number 16, Billy Butler.
They tried to go down with that 0-1 pitch, but it gets blasted right back for the base hit.
But the way he went after that in the box, Steve, it looked like he might have been guessing down there. Swings and hits this one. Going to be fielded by Rios. And that ends the half inning as Ramirez makes the play. And so out of the inning, only 8 pitches thrown. That's pretty efficient. And Beckham's in the box. Drove in a run earlier in the game.
Number 50, Gordon Beckham.
First pitch, here it comes. Lined right at the second baseman. So that'll bring Alex Rios to the plate. 2 for 3 thus far.
They clearly have not figured out a way how to get this guy out. I mean, he is swinging the bat, driven in 3 runs already. Let's see if he can get some more.
Runner on first base, nobody out. And he starts Rios out. Swing and a rocket toward short.
Now batting for the Chicago White Sox.
It's going to be Brzezinski. And right now, top 5 in runs batted in the league. Hit hard on the ground towards third. That's one. Decides not to try for the double play. Hangs on to it.
Well, quick release by the third baseman. They get the lead runner at second. Just not able to turn the double play.
Runner on first, 2 away. First one to tee in. Here's the pitch. Can't connect. It's 0-1.
Well, you got 2 outs here with a man on first base, so I think a legitimate chance to get out of this inning without being scored upon, and at least maybe get that offense back in there, see if they can't score some runs.
Good effort there, but he couldn't get into position to make that play. Well hit towards the middle. Aviles, and he'll step on the bag. That'll do it. No runs, 1 hit, and no one left on base. The White Sox 10, Royals 2. Leadoff hitter Rick Ankiel.
Designated hitter number 24, Rick Ankiel.
And he starts Ankiel out. Ball 1. On the way. Swing and a shot to third. And through for a base hit. 3 for 3 on that one. So that brings Alberto Callaspo to the plate.
We talk about a guy who's swinging it right now as good as anybody. That's his 3rd hit of the ball game thus far. Let's see if this can mount a rally with nobody out.
A runner on first, no outs. First pitch on the way. Watches that one up there, called strike 1.
Well, this may be a setup pitch right here. Soft up and in. Now let's see if they go hard away.
Swung on, grounded towards the hole. The second, there's one. And the deuce, a double play.
You have to love great defense. I mean, it's an unbelievable effort right there and a way to pick your team up in a critical situation.
And it gets the fans into the game, too. I think fans love D. Aviles at the plate. He has a 5 for 16 lifetime against Burley. Base is empty with 2 outs. First pitch to him. Swing and a liner to right center. This one into the gap, rolling towards the wall. He's going to head for third. And not in time. He's safe. Well, I was already to mark this down on the card as a double. Put another line in there.
Well, he didn't let up at all, Gary. Great effort on his part. Took a chance, but he made it.
Amazing thing is he was able to do it standing up. Here's Alex Gordon now with an RBI opportunity. Last time up, flew out. First pitch on the way to Gordon. This one's grounded hard up the middle. Throws on to first. Side is retired. They pick up no runs on 2 hits and strand 1. The White Sox maintaining their lead. It's going to be Nix now. Trying again here. Just 1 for 3 thus far.
5, Jason Nix.
Here's the delivery. Good pitch as he's late on that one. 0-1.
Well, just an unbelievably poor swing against that changeup right there. No wonder he missed it.
Hit hard to second. In time for the out.
To the plate for the Chicago White Sox, Left fielder, number
And it's
18,
Johnny Damon at the plate.
Johnny Damon.
Nobody on base, one away. First pitch on the way to Damon. Smash towards the middle, and that gets down. Damon, base hit. So that brings
Now
Alexei
up to the
Ramirez
plate
up.
for the Chicago White Sox.
He had a two-run single in his last appearance.
Now driven in multiple
Alexei
runs in this one,
Ramirez.
Gary, and obviously a major part of why they're ahead.
One out, runner on at first. Here's the pitch. First pitch is high, but he went after it 0-1.
He had a little extra giddy up on that one as he just blows it right by him.
Hit sharply towards the hole.
Well, Alexei Ramirez's season so far, let's take a look at where he ranks compared to everybody else. Second in doubles, fourth in hits. You notice he's also ranked in the top 5 in batting average. A guy that puts it in play, finds holes, and finds a way to get himself on base.
One out with runners at first and second. And he starts Konerko out. Well hit towards the middle. And there's one. And two. They got both of them that time. They pick up no runs on 2 hits and strand 1. Stretch time here in Kansas City. Chance to see the expression of Trey Hillman.
Center fielder.
He knows he's going to have to get more innings like that last one and have some production to tie this one up. And we've got Anderson batting. He'll start the home half of the 7th. And here's the first one. And this misses 1-0.
Look, Gary, with this big a lead here in the 7th inning, it's incumbent upon the pitcher to throw strikes, get outs right now.
1-0 pitch, slider, runs outside, 2-0. Burley with a delivery. That fastball is in for a strike, 2-1.
Well, if he can throw this cutter down and away like this, he's going to be very effective. That's an outstanding pitch.
Swings, hits this one pretty well, deep right center. Rios will field, and he gets over and grabs it with the left.
For the Kansas City Royals. Catcher.
And Kendall's in the box. Had a base hit his last time up. First pitch. First pitch, a slider outside, 1-0.
Okay, 1 out here in the 7th inning. I mean, you have to like the way this is going. They're looking good. The pitcher's throwing strikes. The defense making plays. They've got a big lead. Everything feels good.
Damon comes up with it in his tracks.
For the Kansas City Royals. Left fielder.
And it's Juan Pierre
Number
now. Bounced into a fielder's choice his last time. And Pierre ready for the first pitch. A line drive towards short. Throws on to first in time to retire the side. Nobody left on base. No runs or hits here in this half inning. And it'll be the White Sox. And if you are just tuning in, hi, Gary Thorne along with John Kruk, Steve Phillips. We bring you Major League Baseball on 2K Sports.
You know, Gary, I think you're losing a little something here. I don't think this guy's nearly as solid defensively as the one he's replacing, so interesting move.
And in there, he gets that one down. That's his third hit, 3 for 5. That's going to bring Gordon Beckham up.
Well, just what his team needed. He continues to swing a great bat. 3 hits from now in this ball game, and he's on with no outs.
Runner on first. Here's the first pitch. This one swung on and driven hard. Off the wall on a hop. Quinton is headed for third. And not stopping there. He's going for it. The throw. No, he will not make it. He did not get there in time. They tagged him out before he scored. He'll hold there at second base. Credit him with a double. 1 out. And Alex Rios at the plate. He's driven home 3 in this one.
They're winning right now, and his 3 RBIs have to be a factor.
And he starts Rios out. Swung on, liner to right. 2 away. That will hold the runner at second. Courtesy of State Farm, the leaderboard for batting average with runners in scoring position.
Well, these guys can smell the RBI. They can smell that big hit in a critical situation. You have to love their approach. They thrive on pressure.
Just missed that one for strike 1.
Well, this is where he has to make a pitch. They haven't made this pitch all day long, but you've got 2 outs in the inning. Stem the tide, get out of this inning, leave that runner in scoring position, and let your offense get in there and try to score.
Swing and a miss, gets away. He's heading for first. There's the throw. Oh, and he's got it over to first base, and they get the out. David DeJesus now to lead it off. 2 for 3 thus far.
Number 9, David Jesus.
Fresh count on DeJesus. Here it comes. Swings and hits this one. Going to be fielded by Rios. And in there for a base hit. He's 3 for 4 today. So that brings up Billy Butler.
We're talking about a guy who's swinging a pretty hot bat right now. His 3rd hit of this ball game, and it comes with nobody out in the inning.
First pitch is on the way to Butler. Hit hard on the ground towards third. 1 away.
Now batting for the Kansas City
They
Royals.
might have been able to get the out at second, at least getting the lead runner, but at least they got the sure out at first.
Hank Gill.
And Burley gets it by. Called strike, and the count will go to 0-1.
Look, Gary, with 1 out right here, they still have time in this inning to try to generate some runs.
Towards the middle. Fielded by Ramirez. And that'll retire on Keel.
Kansas City Royals.
They might have had a shot of getting the runner at third base, but much safer. Make the second out of the inning, get the out at first, and try to retire the next guy.
2 outs, a runner 90 feet from scoring at third. And here's the first one. And Burley gets it by. Called strike, and the count will go to 0-1.
Gary, I think right now that you've got to consider trading outs.
Swung on and a grounder to first. That gets through. The runner's going to come in to score.
Now batting.
Chances coming here by the bushels full for Kansas City.
0-1 mistake right here. He throws it over the heart of the plate, and he pays for it.
And there's ball 1. Burley with a delivery. 2 balls, no strikes. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Here's a slider for a called strike. 2-1.
Well, he gets away with one right here. You don't want to throw the slider up in the zone because you can get hurt. This time it didn't hurt him.
Strike 2, good pitch. Changeup swung on and missed. That will retire the side. So they score once on 2 hits, 1 man left. Kansas City trying to get back into. And here's Martinez. 3 for 4 thus far.
Well, he's already driven in a couple runs in this one, Gary. You got to believe they're going to pitch him a little bit more carefully this time around.
First one to Tien. Here's the pitch. And that's by him. 0-1. Here it comes. There's a swing and a liner. And that'll put Tien on first.
Coming to bat,
Well, he just continues to swing a hot bat in this one. Is that 4 hits for him now? Yes, it is.
It's going to be Nix now. Ground out victim last time through. And the first pitch. Swinging a drive, deep left center. It's up against the wall on a bounce. And the throw. Tien's on his way home. And he pulls into second base. That will be a double. McKay gets called on to take over the mound duties as they make the pitching swap. So Johnny Damon thinks RBI. 2 hits, 5 trips to the plate for him. Swung on and missed. Strike 1.
A great changeup right there. You see how far out in front of it he is?
Damon will foul that one away. A swing and a miss. Strike 3, but a chance at first. He throws, and he's out. They get him with that throw to first base.
Gary was really going for it there, but the catcher's able to get a handle on it, give it over to first base in time. If he doesn't get it there, who knows what it might lead to.
Outstanding hustle to make sure he doesn't get on a third strike. Runners at first and second. It'll be Alexei Ramirez up. He had a .323 average last year against the Royals here at Kauffman Stadium. Takes a swing at that fastball. Can't connect. 0-1. The pitch. Ramirez will foul that one away. Swing and a miss. 3 strikes, and Alexei Ramirez is set down.
That's quite a break for having thrown that pitch at 86 miles per hour.
So Paul Konerko with a chance, 2 on and a couple away. He'll get another shot after hitting into that double play last time up. And he starts up the middle. It's through. The runner's going to come home.
Coming to bat for the Chicago
They just keep
White Sox.
adding to the lead right now. That ought to be enough to carry him through the bottom half of the inning.
Quinton.
First pitch to Quinton. Fouled away. Here's the pitch. This one's grounded hard up the middle. That gets through. The runner's going to come in to score. Konerko's heading for third. That tag, and he is out at third. So they pick up 4 hits in the inning and 2 runs across. White Sox continue to run away with this ball game. And in the batter's box, it's Gordon.
Third baseman. Number 4.
And we'll get to see Bobby Jenks pitching. They've decided it was time to make a change here.
Well, it's not surprising they're going to the bullpen now. I just thought maybe they waited a little bit too long. Should have gone and gotten him a little bit earlier.
First pitch way out of the zone, ball 1.
Well, a non-save situation right here in the 9th inning, and they just want to get outs right now. Try to get the first.
Swing and a shot to third. 1 down.
For the Kansas City Royals.
Obviously, winning big right now. You just want to go out there, make plays, throw strikes, force them to try to put multiple hits together to get back into this game.
And we've got Anderson batting. Last season, did not have any hits. 1 at bat off the White Sox. Lined up the middle. And that's going to be a base hit for Anderson. So Jason Kendall will come up.
Listen, go right back up the middle. Hitting coaches say it all the time. You don't want to be too pull conscious.
And that hit just hard enough. Pitcher could not snag it, and once it got by him, it was out into the outfield.
Now, using the big part of the field, that's what you want to do.
Towards the middle, and he's got it. So Kendall is retired.
Now down to their final out right here, Gary. So, they're looking pretty dire at this point. And but listen, funnier things have happened. They've got to get base runners, though.
Jenks with a delivery. Watches that one high and outside. Calls strike 1.
That's a great pitch right there. 4-seam fastball. The problem is you lay it right down the middle. You're running the risk he could hit out of the park.
Strike two. Pierre now has got to be careful, but a good punch hitter.
Fans are on their feet right now. They know 2 strikes on the hitter. They need to keep this thing going.
Swung on, hit on the ground.
White Sox win this in a lopsided victory, a dominating performance, Gary.
Now we award our Pepsi Clutch performer, making it happen from the batter's box, Alex Rios.
Well, you know, Gary, everyone thinks that the home run's the only way to drive in runs, but not in this game today. This guy, every time he had runners in scoring position, he delivered for his team, and he cashed in when he got the chance in this one.
When you take to the road, Steve, any win will do, but when you get this kind of offense, it's very satisfying.
Well, it also sends a message to your club and to that club that you showed up to play.
So for Steve Phillips and John Kruk, I'm Gary Thorne. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you soon.